Where the hell were you last week? And if you were here last week, you would know why I'm randomly holding some damn pickles.
Today we are joined with stand-up comic Emily Cornelius. Who would you rather be best friends with? Shrek, Optimus Prime, or Charlie Sheen?
You look like you'd be punchable. I just need enough friends to build my own personal Subway sandwich center.
I think you're doing it and the rat's just giving you maybe pointers.
You've been sent to hell. And Satan gives you a challenge. If you can complete one of the following 3 challenges, you can go to heaven.
What if Optimus Prime got a DUI? Where would they put the interlock?
Where are you? I've got an axe. I'm gonna cut your face off tonight.
Eat a hot ghost pepper every morning, right when you wake up, or you moo at every dog and cat you see. Welcome to the Barcast with semi-pro comedians Zach and OldSchoolCurt, where we answer the craziest questions on the internet at random dive bars across America. Today we are joined with stand-up comic Kate Strobel.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So we don't like to waste time with long intros. We just dive right into it. First question is, have you ever been in a bar fight?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I am very anti-confrontation. The only thing that's coming to mind where I've even remotely done something aggressive in a bar is that there was a bar where I ran a comedy show and I was just hanging out there one day and this guy came in and he kind of looked like he was up to no good and he went straight to the bathroom, which there had been incidents of people going into the bar and shooting up in the bathroom and stuff like that. And so I also had smoked weed for some reason. I don't smoke much weed and definitely rarely in public. But this day, for whatever reason, I was sitting at the bar. I was super stoned. This guy came in. I watched him go in the bathroom. He came out with completely different pants on and no shirt on. Oh. And had sort of not open bleeding stab wounds, but fresh stab wounds. And then he just went out onto the patio and it was a summer day and he started spraying himself with water from the squirt bottle. And whatever level of stoned I was, I just went out to the patio after him and I was like, I know what you did in the bathroom. And he was like, I didn't do anything in the bathroom. And then I was like, okay. And then I went into the bathroom and I looked in the trash can and his clothes were in the trash can. And I went back out and I was like, I know it was you that put the clothes in the trash can. And he was like, I didn't do that. And I was like, okay, sorry. And then I just went and sat back down.
That's impressive. Weed usually makes people lazy and you're out here I'm going after people.
Detective all of a sudden. She became the bouncer of the bar.
Weed turned me into the bouncer. But yeah, then there was a DJ that day and he had a really great body and it was a hot summer day and she started rubbing him and I was just sitting across the patio on the other side I know what he did, I know. But he just ended up having a really great time and we didn't fight, so that's not a fight, but it's the most aggressive I've ever been towards
That
someone.
would be fun to watch, man. That'd be fun to watch, man. I probably would call you a Karen if I saw that. I'd be like, Karen! Damn it, Karen, what are you doing, Karen? Just let him shoot up in the bathroom like a good person.
I know. I was being a Karen for sure. A Karen turned detective.
Detective Karen, that should be a show.
Even if he had been like, what are you going to fucking do about it? I would have been like, absolutely nothing, sorry.
That's all. I just wanted to let you know.
Just know that I know what I'm watching.
I know. You know that. I know now.
Totally.
All right, Kate, who do you think would win in a fight? The Rugrats or a raccoon? They're just in their house and a raccoon comes down the chimney.
I don't know a ton about the Rugrats. I never had Nickelodeon growing up, but there was this back end Telemundo station that we could get access to.
Spanish.
And sometimes I was able to watch the Rugrats in Spanish.
El Rugrato.
So I can picture them in general. I'm going to say...
So who would win, the Spanish Rugrats or a Spanish raccoon?
Rugrats are a little more gangster. I'm going to say the raccoon, though. I think the raccoon could come down and just kind of... The babies are in their cribs.
Yeah.
And just kind of
They're all over. They don't got a strategy.
Scratch them with the nails.
Well, the thing is you have to put the imagination part in there because when you watch the Rugrats, they always use their imagination. Or they could probably maybe call up Reptar. Reptar comes and fries the raccoon. So I'm going Team Rugrats because they can get Reptar in there.
I
just fry that
know
raccoon.
Who Reptar is.
He's a Godzilla knockoff that they had on Rugrats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go Rugrats too, unless it's the new one. Then I'm cheering for the raccoon just because the new Rugrats sucks.
It sucks.
And who was the girl
So
that was
biased.
real evil on there on Rugrats? The one that was always yelling at him.
Oh God, I can't remember.
The blonde hair. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
I
about.
cannot think of her name, but she would defeat that raccoon, and so would Reptar. Team Rugrats.
Yeah, they were advanced babies, right?
They
like
were
they
advanced
could
babies.
talk
Like
and
they were
do
walking around.
stuff.
It was an adorable
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. All right, which useless superpower would you rather have? The power to run as fast as Albert Einstein in his prime, whatever his top speed was, or you have the power to spawn unlimited gravel delivered to you within 2 hours.
Albert Einstein running.
Yeah. You can run as fast as him, or you get free gravel, but you have to wait 2 hours for it to come.
I guess I could see there being I don't know about young Albert's physique or running capabilities, but I would imagine even an average speed young man could be advantageous to me in more situations than gravel. So I'm going to go with running as fast as Albert.
Kurt's pigeon-toed too, so like
I'm
that was
pigeon-toed, so
with him. He's like, wait, I won't be pigeon-toed while I run.
Oh, that is true. I won't have the pigeon toe where I have to worry about like running and looking like I'm crip walking. So don't have to worry about that. So I would go with the Albert Einstein because then my feet would be straight and I would be smart enough to figure out what kind of drug to take so I could run super fast.
Yeah, I think
Right.
I'm faster than Einstein,
Yeah.
so I would choose the gravel. 'Cause,
Okay.
I guess
He'd
it's just,
slow you down,
Might
but
as well
you
have that.
Don't
benefit.
really need gravel.
Yeah,
Don't really need gravel.
yeah. Maybe the
No.
market will go up for gravel. Inflation.
Hashtag sell gravel. There you go.
All right, you're on a blind date. Would you rather your date vomit on you, or you vomit on your date?
Oh, I would much rather vomit on the date for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, as someone who has had vomit on them several times, not great.
I like how you say not great. As if other people will be like, she doesn't like to be vomited on? What the fuck's wrong with
Come with
her?
hot take.
Not great. Get out of
We're
here.
a pro getting vomited on.
We're a pro
podcast.
puked on two girls in a cup puke time podcast.
Okay, maybe not that far.
I
Just
know.
go neutral there.
Joking with that.
What about you, Kurt?
I would rather puke on somebody. I don't want puke on me. I have OCD. I would have to immediately go home and take a shower and then cry and while I'm taking a shower and just rub
Yeah, I mean-
get it all off. Scared.
If they puke on me too, like I'm gonna puke on them.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's gonna be
it's kind of
Right.
Which,
It's a
as she would say, not
cycle.
great. Not great.
Not great.
not great.
Nope.
All right, which movie would you rather be stuck in for the rest of your life? Saw, Groundhog Day, or Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler?
I've never seen Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler.
I have not, and I'm glad.
So I'm gonna veto
Well, you don't want to
that.
pick that one. Just
I mean,
Adam
I
Sandler
guess-
in a girl's costume.
Okay.
And Adam Sandler plays his brother too, so he's playing himself.
I guess Groundhog Day over Saw, because even though I'm living the same day over and over, I have the opportunity to do a few different things. I don't remember. I know they're in like a small town and it's like
Yeah, it's
they
Groundhog
just
Day.
go get the groundhog every day, but
You could just,
that feels better than someone chasing me and wanting to chop me up.
I would
Yeah.
do Groundhog Day because it'd be like you're living in a video game and you just control your character and do whatever you want every day. And you could do so. You can go on a new mission every time. Hashtag make Groundhog's Day a video game. That'd be a badass video game.
Right.
I mean, I feel like that's just GTA.
It is GTA without all the murder and the killings.
You know you're going to start over every day, so you can really just do whatever
Yeah.
crazy shit
You could just,
you want
if
to.
you know you can't
Yeah.
die, you can just eat bad, do drugs, and then wake up the next day. You don't have
Like,
any
what
of
am I
that
gonna
shit in
do
your body.
today?
Do it again.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no, I like to try to choose something different, but I would have to choose that one too.
Yeah.
Unless, or maybe I choose Saw, but then I'll be the jigsaw guy doing all the
Oh, yeah.
crimes. I didn't specify what part you are in the movie.
I don't know why I turned him into Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Get you next time, Gadget.
I don't know why I did that.
All right, this next one's a pretty good question here. How would you rather wake up in your bed? You wake up, your eyes open to Ronald McDonald hugging you. You wake up to the Taco Bell dog. He walks in your room, pisses on your bed, and then walks back out. Or you wake up to Aunt Jemima making you pancakes with syrup, but she throws the plate at your face.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Gonna deal with the dog pee in
I
the morning?
mean, I do not like clowns. I know that is a common phobia, but I recently filmed a sketch where there was a clown part, and he just did freak me out. I don't want to wake up like that every day. I feel like with the dog, at least he's cute, and then I can wash my sheets.
It's just a pain in the ass having to wash your sheets
Put
every morning.
Pee pad down to prevent.
I guess for me, I would pick Ronald McDonald because I love their hamburgers, and he's just giving you a hug.
Yeah.
I would pick the Aunt Jemima one, but I don't want to be canceled. And people are like, why the fuck are you having a stereotype at your house? So I'm going Ronald McDonald.
And getting hit in the head with a plate.
Yeah, getting hit with a plate, too.
I was thinking I could try and dodge it, but I'm going to get hit in the head probably a couple times a week. But those times I do dodge it, maybe once in a while I wake up early, I catch the plate.
You eat pancakes?
And I got pancakes that morning.
A plate ninja.
I'm just going McDonald because that would just be, and I'm an insane Clown Posse fan, so clowns don't scare me.
That's cool.
So I'd be like, okay, just hug me, McDonald. No weird shit, though. Just hug me.
No, he's just hugging you. He's saying everything's going to be okay. Does that make it more comforting?
But he's not whispering it in my ear, right?
No, it's just a normal volume.
Okay, good. I don't want him. Everything's going to be okay.
But he is saying it toward your ear.
Do you want some nuggets with barbecue sauce? I'd be like, okay, get the hell out of my apartment.
All right, Kate. Would you rather an angry bear spawns within 100 yards of you every other month, or all birds try to crap on you? Like they go out of their way to try and crap on you when you're outside.
Define spawns.
Just kind of forms. Like if you see a ghost.
It spawns 100 yards away, and it's pissed off at you.
Or birds crap on me everywhere I go.
You're just doing a show one day, and the bear
breaks
down the door, and you're like, oh, shit, I got to go, guys.
I guess bird crap. I mean, I have seen a bear on a hike one time, and he was not spawning, but it was fucking terrifying. And I was like, I'm going to die. And, being covered in poop is not the best, but it seems less dangerous. And have you seen Under the Tuscan Sun? It's a very bad 90s rom-com.
I remember it. God dog it, I remember it. Because I'm old, so I remember that.
This woman is like going through a divorce, and she moves to Italy, and she buys a villa, and she just has this amazing Italian life. And when she buys this villa, a bird poops on her, and the lady that's selling the house was going to sell it to some other people, but she's like, oh my God, bird poop is the best sign in the universe. I'm going to sell it to you instead. So I think there are some cultures that believe a bird pooping on you is very good luck.
Oh. So you could go with that.
Damn.
You're getting crapped
so
on
I'll just
everywhere.
be like, it's good luck. It's good luck.
Good luck,
it's good
guys.
luck.
I guess with me, I would go the bear because, once again, OCD. I can't have, if I have one bird shits on me, I have to run home and take a shower. So I'd have to go with the bear and just do my best to be prepared. And hopefully it's not an awkward situation where I'm taking a shit and then all of a sudden a bear spawns and I'm like, I'm going to die.
You're trapped.
With shit coming out of my ass.
Do you wipe first?
Do I wipe first? Yes. I'm going to wipe. I'm going to throw my shit at him like a monkey. That's my monkey defense at the bear. That's my only hope. But yeah, I'm going to go with the bear one.
Last episode we were talking, if a robber breaks into your house and you hear a noise and you're taking a shit, do you wipe first?
Oh, no.
I'll wipe first.
Going.
Once again, OCD, I have to wash my hands and wipe first. I have to.
I'm going. It is a funny visual to imagine you pants down around the ankles running away from the bear. Just be like, ah.
All right, Kate, what was the first joke you ever wrote when you wanted to become a comedian or thought about doing stand-up?
The first open mic I went to, I definitely didn't even tell a joke. So it was just a weird story. I think the first joke...
We want to hear that story, too.
Okay. I think the first thing that was actually a joke, I had sex with a guy, and he could not finish. That's a true story. Which is a very rare experience for any woman to have. So I think the joke was I recently had sex with a guy who told me he couldn't come.
Yeah.
And then I think the punchline was that's actually the most I've ever had in common with a man.
Oh.
That's actually a good one.
I think that was my first, right. I had that sexual encounter right when I started stand up.
Yeah. Everybody's first joke is always a dick joke.
Yeah.
It's this starting point. What was the weird story?
I used to be an avid cyclist, and I would bike around town. I didn't have a car, and I'd be really nervous to pass people or say on your left. I didn't have a bell to ding or anything. So I think I just got on stage and was like, when you're biking and you're about to pass someone and you're too scared to say on your left, so you just stop your bike and pretend to tie your shoe until they get far enough ahead of you so that you don't actually have to pass them and everything works out. And everyone in the audience was like, what? It was just like a rambling, neurotic story of that no one else understood.
Me and him kind of relate to that a little bit. 'Cause we were coming here one time, and we were leaving the car, and there was this old couple in front of us, and we were walking. We were like, okay, the bar's right there. Do we pass them, or do we just let them go and we just take our time? And then they stopped at the bar, and Zach's like, son of a bitch, they're going in the bar. They go in the bar, and we're stuck behind them while we're getting drinks. And then when we turn, they stay there, and I'm like, I said, fuck it by this point. Excuse us. And then we walk by. God, I was so annoyed. I was like, God, will y'all just die already?
It was one of those where I was like, looking, I'm like, are we on a hidden camera show? Like,
yeah, like, because they were going so,
and
we were trying to be
every
nice.
step you take,
like
they're
intentionally,
we were trying to be polite. It was so funny.
How much toilet paper did you hoard during the pandemic?
Wow, I haven't thought about that. You know, I was able to go into my office at the time.
Get their toilet paper.
And I remember stealing like 5 or 6 rolls from
I did that
there.
with hand sanitizer at my jobs.
Yeah. I don't think it was ever like I didn't have toilet paper at any point in time. Yeah. I think I had gotten like a Costco supply before the pandemic and then just had to take a couple rolls from the office. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any hometown scandals or like high school scandals?
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Pranks. Yeah. You know what? This is funny because this is a bit that I'm working on right now, but it's really weird, and so I'm trying to figure out. But I've been working on it at open mics all week. Yeah. But my high school biology teacher was a really weird woman, and she hated the smell of formaldehyde. So we'd which is, you know, when you dissect things, like whatever you're dissecting is like preserved in formaldehyde. And so we'd do weird things. Like one day we dissected cats, but she was like, I can't like be in the room and do this. Like it smells too bad. And so we went into like the high school parking lot and dissected the cats like on the asphalt on a like hot spring day.
I was already mortified at the cat part. Like, let's just put it on the hot asphalt.
I don't know why but there was one time where we were dissecting cows' eyeballs, and for whatever reason, my friend Brittany and I decided to take one of the eyeballs, and her boyfriend had just cheated on her, and so the joke I'm working on is that we planned a bus stop drive-by, which is where we actually did drive by his bus stop and throw the eyeball at him.
The eyes have it.
And, you know, it didn't end up hitting him. It actually hit this other kid who was the only out gay kid in the high school. And so it
became a hate crime quick. Damn, it started funny and then it became a hate crime.
A hate crime. So yeah, I guess that was like the weirdest prank I ever did.
Thank God
in high
it was one of those stories. Thank you, God.
One of those stories.
Every time we ask that question, like we go, "Do you have any scandals or anything?" And they're like, "Yeah, our teachers fuck the students." I'm like, every time, my God.
We have like a whole montage, basically.
We could have a whole montage of that. And I'm like, something besides that.
No, just casual stealing of an eyeball and throwing it at my peers.
I want to know what kind of school you went to. Because we didn't dissect anything except for a frog. Y'all are dissecting cow eyes, cats.
I remember, because we dissected, I think it was a sheep's heart or a lamb's heart in the parking lot as well. I do remember playing hot potato.
Do you guys have tables, or is it like on the asphalt in the parking lot?
It wasn't on the asphalt, but it was on the sidewalk.
On the side.
Who was y'all's teacher, Hannibal Lecter?
Did the principal know this was going on?
I don't want to say her name. I don't know if she's still teaching. It is Jefferson County Public School, just down the road in Lakewood. But I do remember standing in a circle with my peers playing hot potato with a heart at one point, just tossing it around. I guess it wasn't just me. We were all kind of fucked up. I think the nature of taking a body part into a parking lot makes you already feel some weird
Sounds like a fun time, man.
Like we're already out here with this, so we might as well do something even weirder with it.
A weird thing we did in my middle school, I remember in 8th grade for the Civil War unit, we would divide up into teams, the North and the South, half the class would be, and then we would march around in the halls for I don't know why, and then we would charge at each other and be like, charge!
That's
and then we'd run up
wild.
and we would have a Civil War trivia fact.
That's wild.
We'd have to like answer, but we'd be like marching up and down the halls as the North and the South.
Okay, please tell me that's...
Don't worry, I was the North, and we actually lost the Civil War because it came down to me and Jeopardy, all or nothing answer. And I was like, oh shit, my question? And it's like 4 scores and 7 years ago. How long was that? 28 years.
So because you answered that wrong,
I got it wrong.
The North lost the
war.
war?
The Civil War in an alternate universe because of me.
Question.
That's a lot of pressure.
Was there any black kids that got put on the South Side? Because that would be an extremely awkward lesson.
I don't know. I didn't think
That's
about
where that can backfire really fast.
I remember they'd make me do wall sits though, because I'd like be talking trash or like making jokes when marching. They're like, oh, you gotta do a wall sit.
Oh yeah, by the
I
way,
had to do a wall sit. We had like
they wanted you to be fit.
not the
too.
teacher. It was like the teachers had their own generals. They would have for each side of the class.
That's great. Was
But
this in the South? I feel like this was something
this
that
is
would
in
happen
Colorado.
in the South.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I wonder if they still do that.
Zach and his brother like to talk a lot of shit. When we're on a kickball team, and they are talking so much shit to the other team, and I'm the peaceful guy, and they're staring at me and not them, and I'm like, guys, please. I do not want to get my ass beat drunk and playing kickball. Can y'all stop talking shit?
It's always funny. Me and my brother wear like the same bucket hat too. So it's always very confusing. Like I'll be talking trash, and they start yelling at him, and he's like, "What the hell did I do?"
I didn't do
He's like, "I mean, usually it is me, but he's like, give me a break this time."
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's go into some more would you rather's. All right, you and your 2 best friends have to fight Bigfoot with butter knives, or all of humanity has to fight Godzilla.
I mean, I think I'd rather be have a team of billions of people than just me and 2 people with butter knives. That seems like the odds are pretty bad.
Yeah, versus Bigfoot. I mean, Godzilla's gonna fuck up a lot of people.
But Godzilla can't be stopped, so I would sacrifice myself and Zach to fight Bigfoot for the good of humanity.
I didn't consent to it, but thanks for bringing me with.
You're gonna be on there.
Yeah,
We're
I did
fighting
have a
with
very
butter knife.
selfish response. Like, the odds are much better if I have every person on my team.
You're like, I'm taking down everybody.
Just me and this guy and a butter knife? No way.
Now,
I've seen my friends fight.
instead of Bigfoot, if it was Cocaine Bear, then fuck it. We're fighting Godzilla.
We're fighting Godzilla.
I ain't fighting Cocaine Bear.
All right, you get $50 million a year, but if you touch anything wood, you die. Do you take the money, or you just live your life normally? No pressure.
I'm like, this is the greatest philosophical question of my life.
As we're sitting on wooden chairs,
I
at
know.
the wood table,
I was looking around everything in here, the kegs.
You're like
I was
standing up before you answer the
I'm
question.
so
I'll take
dead.
the money now.
The rocking chairs. I mean, I'm not I don't need $50 million, and I like hugging trees and
hippie
knocking
vibe.
on wood whenever I say something.
She's got the hippie vibe.
Nothing beats knocking on a classic hard oak door.
Yeah, I'd rather not die. It's like the most severe peanut allergy.
Yeah.
Like you. I'm gonna go with poor, but touching all the wood.
Yeah. I think I would take it for that amount of money, $50 million. Like I could pay like 2 people full time to be on my staff just to follow around with a red carpet. They drape it out. They would proof everything as I walk into the bar. They're like, nope, all this has to go. Zach's here.
Yeah, you might over time become like Bubble Man.
Yeah.
You're just
God.
like,
Bubble
I'm so rich, but I
I'm in one
can't
of those like
touch any
Zorbid balls.
wood.
Just like one of those hamster balls walking around all the time. Yeah, what about you, Kurt?
Well, me, I would have to do where I'd have to touch wood because that's the only way I could piss in the morning. So
Right.
if I can't do that, then fuck.
Yeah.
My mind went to wieners as well.
Every time he said, no, ask her the dog one and see if she thinks it's as
dog one?
creepy as me and Popkins thought. That one scared the
what's
shit
the
out
dog
of
one,
me.
Which would you rather happen? You walk downstairs and your dog is sitting at the table eating a bowl of cereal with a spoon and milk in it, all perfectly cute and normal? Or you walk downstairs and your dog says to you, no one is going to believe you, in perfect English.
I want to hear this answer.
Oh, man. I think I'd take him eating the bowl of cereal with the spoon.
Isn't the other one creepy as hell?
It is.
Thank you.
Like, clearly there would be an unspoken, like, you have
creepy.
abilities.
Yeah, he's like a superhero.
You're eating
probably.
cereal with a spoon. You don't have thumbs. You're a magic dog. It's clear, but I also don't want you to talk because that makes it even
Because Zach was like,
crazier.
I thought people would pick that because it's adorable. Nobody will believe you. And I'm like, no, that sounds like a threat.
They're making Peter Pan a horror movie. Like Tinkerbell's just like a fat drunk fairy.
Well, Hook was a little scary as a child. I remember being like,
the funny thing about Hook is when you watch it when you're little, it's a good movie. You watch it now, it is so damn corny. My God, I can't. It's way too magical and too la la. I can't do it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do one more Would You Rather before we go into our last segment.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the power to teleport a random object to you between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Or you can forget any TV show or movie one time, so like you can re-experience it again. And the random object is for like the rest of your life. You can always spawn a random object. It's just got to be between 5 and 6 a.m.
I think I'd rather, teleport something to me once a day, very early in the morning. But I do enjoy the process of like binging a show and experiencing that for the first time.
Being
but
able to
like,
watch The
if
Office
the
or something again.
possibilities are infinite for what I could teleport to me and use that for the rest of the day, even though it arrived very early, that'd be awesome.
It's just like a random object. So it's kind of like Christmas, you hit the button and just poof, what do you get today?
Oh,
Like,
it's not what you could pick?
No, you don't get a pick.
Coffee?
It's a random object.
Oh, it's
I thought you got to pick.
No, random object. You hit the button, just a random item pops
So
out.
I was like,
no.
latte,
Or a TV show. Yeah, no, you
I
don't
thought-
get a pick.
breakfast.
Because I was thinking
Might be a latte, it might
I
be
was-
a wooden chair.
I was thinking I was on a drunken bender and it's 5 a.m. I'm like, pizza! And then a pizza pops up.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that
if
would
I
be better.
can't pick, then maybe I would go with watching the show because, I mean, if every day something new and random's coming in.
And it could be dangerous. Could be a great white shark.
Well, you got to hit the button at 5, 6 a.m., so you never know.
Yeah,
you just
but-
skip it, but just a shark spawns in your room.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch The Sopranos again.
That's the greatest damn show there's ever
So
been.
good.
I love that show.
Yeah, that's good. It'd be tough for me between rewatching The Office again or the random object. But I'm a gambler, so I'd probably choose the object just for the fun of it.
I'm going to go with the show. I could watch Sons of Anarchy again and The Sopranos again.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. All right, so let's go into our last segment of the podcast, which is our copycat segment of the week. It's where we take a segment from another podcast and we do it on ours because we're not original. So for this one, if I could have you guys actually look under your chairs.
Oh.
We're doing an Oprah Winfrey type bit here.
Is there a car under here?
There's something for everybody. It's under your chair too, Kurt. I'll grab it for you. God dang it.
Oh.
Today we're going to be playing Guess the Crime.
Oh, fun.
So what we got here is we have 5 criminals, all with eye patches, and we're going to have to guess the crimes that they committed.
Fascinating that they all have eye patches on the same eye.
Looks like a gang. Very weak gang. See how fancy we are? We
It
have
looks
duct
good
tape.
during the episode, but I have to paper everything because we're not that technological yet.
Driving under the influence.
And I actually didn't look up the answers in advance this time, so I can even participate this time. This is
I don't
exciting.
know why, but he looks like driving under the influence
Which
because
guy?
he's
The
smiling because
fourth
he's
guy?
drunk as
Oh,
fuck.
the third? Driving under the influence?
He just looks because he looks happy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's
like it.
less.
He's smiling. Non-payment of child
All
support.
right, what are we thinking? Let's go with this guy in the very end.
Yeah, he
left. What are you
definitely
thinking?
isn't paying any child support.
Non-child,
But
that's
he
not
also
okay.
looks like Grand Theft to me.
I could kind of see the grand theft. What do you think?
He also looks like domestic violence. Honestly, this guy's up to some
I
stuff. Is that a
do.
neck tattoo?
I
Yeah, he's got the neck tattoo and everything.
Narcotics because of the neck tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one do you think did some grand theft?
These two guys just look like non-payment of child support.
That's
don't
what I was
know what
thinking.
it
The
is.
far
It's
right.
a
I feel
far
like
right.
he has the thing. He's just like, no.
Yeah, he's just like, I ain't doing it.
Nah, not happening.
I lost an eye because of this bitch. I ain't paying nothing.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
Unless you think it's not.
I don't
Somebody
know.
else you got?
Because he could also be a drunk guy, too.
He could be a grand theft. I was kind of thinking.
Yeah, he seems
like he took a truck or something.
I don't know. None of them really look physically capable of with Grand Theft, I'm just thinking of Gone in 60 Seconds and
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is fast and swift and
Taking a
all
really
these guys are
chilling.
kind of sluggish.
Yeah.
looking.
Let's give him the non-payment of child
Yeah.
support down here at the end.
Yeah, he's for sure.
We'll do. What do you want? Domestic violence, grand theft.
Oh, he looks like somebody. Honey, the turkey wasn't ready. Boom. He looks like domestic violence.
I think I'm going Grand Theft with him.
Grand theft there. Domestic violence for this guy.
Yeah, he
he's-
looks like.
I like
Yeah,
it.
he's just
My supper wasn't on the table, woman. Pow.
he does look
All
like
right,
that.
and
Don't
here's
know.
the results.
We were totally wrong.
Oh no.
Zero. Did we
Good, we
get any?
got 0 out of.
God dang,
Sorry,
we got
Mr.
none of them
Bigfoot.
again.
Damn. Well,
Wow.
who was the drunk guy? It was him. I had a feeling it was either him or him.
He's the non-child payment. He's smiling.
Maybe that's why he's smiling.
He's like, yeah.
He's like,
I don't have a kid anymore.
That ain't my baby. It's got your same eye patch. I don't care. It ain't my son.
I spend it all on beer. Jokes on them.
That's how I lost my eye. Hey, that's kind of funny. We're doing this with eye patches, and you had your eye story.
I know. It's all coming together.
Very fitting.
I had so much fun.
Yeah. All right. That's been all for this episode of the Barcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're going to be giving away a toaster here at 10K subscribers on YouTube, and we're going to sign it. And Kate, tell them where to find you or anything you want to shout out.
Cool. Yeah, you can find me
It'll all be linked below too.
Okay. All the social media, predominantly Instagram, but I do now have TikTok. But cool. It's at Kate Strobes, Strobes, and Kate with a K. And if you're in Denver, I run a very fun show called Firecracker Comedy with Salma Zaki and Gabby Gutierrez-Reed, who was a previous guest on this. So you should come check us out. You can also follow Firecracker Comedy.
And that's all. Subscribe. Doo-doo-doo.